going. This is okay. Welcome to Purrfect. Let's new game. I picked this up. Oh hey. Oh, they look. Why do they look better in their thumbnails? Let's be this guy. We'll go with Sean, which is what... Oh, wait, random name? Tim? No. Chungers, yes, that's it. Alright, so, Purrfect date. I saw this one. They were demoing it at PAX East in 2018. And I saw it, and I was like, this feels like something it would be great for me to play. Like, love dating sims. They're my guilty pleasure in between shooting faces and Destiny or PUBG, or now Apex, I guess. We are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research to Professor Popper. Sounds great. Science genius and my new boss. Yes. What do you got for me, Professor? Bob, take all your belongings back for days. Okay, cool. He's greeted by a bulky man in you who I take to be a security officer. Okay, cool. Cool. Zane. Turns as a tent, let's be having you then. Okay, great. I'm giving him my ID card. Yeah. Great. But yeah, 2018 is when I found this game at PAX, and so I was like, I gotta buy that. It's a dating sim. It's about cats. Seems a little crazy. Apparently now it's a app that you can play it on your mobile device. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Got the afternoon off, so might as well switch it up a little bit for my usual Destiny grind. Professor Popper is in the biggest tent. Oh, wow. He is quite the professor. Such a messy desk. Apparently, a messy area is a sign of creativity. Oh yeah, whiskey. Jolly good. Alright, wonderful caretakers. What are we explaining each of them in turn? This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. Great. Disinfectant hand spray. Great. Heavy duty reinforced for tagging. Oh, they get to scratch the crap out of you. That's what cats love to do. Alright. Oh look, it's our cat Pokedex. Catalog. I can't wait for all the puns in this. It's gonna be great! Okay. Not even really reading it. Okay, we got a Pokedex from the professor, who's in the biggest tent in town on this cat island. So what now? Let's go find a cat. Come on. Oh, he's gonna explain it. Okay, the mixture of terrain is quite unique. You find forests, mountains, jungle, beaches, woodland, and everything is quite remarkable. There's a force field. Nothing can penetrate. That is creepy AF. I don't really like that. So wait, so you purposely entered this force field that you can't get out of except for one tiny area that you built the boat thing. What? adverse effects including inducing nausea, and at the worst fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage. What the heck did I sign up for here? So don't go past. These are super aggressive cats. Oh, there he is. It's supposed to be Garfield, I'm assuming. Alright. Marmalade Tom back in the shade. Meow. Floofy butt. Male. 10 years, 4 months. Red tabby Persian. Eye color red. Alright. Let's get to scanning then. Come on. Let's go. Meow. Hello, Trixie. Ugh. Snooty booty. Great. Oh, McMurphy's quite the meowser. Finally, I put off. I wonder if this is not loud enough, my mic, but we're gonna find out later when I export this to YouTube. Kibbles. Okay, great. Let's see, what else? What else? We're so tired. We're exhausted. This island's gonna kill us. We gotta scan the cats. I'm ready. I'm ready to actually scan cats. Like, don't be spoon feeding me cats. The world around me float up into a dream. What is this? It's like creepy Matrix stuff going on. It's the catalog. Oh man, why are we running into the forest? He said, I need you to protect it above all else. I feel my heartbeat heavy through my body. Wheeze. White puffs. Why am I so dizzy? It's because it's killing you. The island kills you. Large animal, but before my eyes, I dropped to my knees. What? Calico cat, I sit and she drops the catalog at my feet. Wait, how did you let go of the catalog? You were running with it. Why are we running into the forest? Because you saw a red light? That does not make sense, my friend. Floofy Butt can talk to me? What? Wow, interesting. Alright. Oh, so he took it. That's what it was. Alright. So many scratchies. It was like a margay. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. Kara. Who's Kara? That's not my name. Kara. Like a cat? Yep, all the way from the mountain, like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. Because you got the slickness. So how do you think we communicate? Of course we talk. I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anybody would want. I really hope you could help. The clock started ticking for you. You'll be catified. What? I'm going to get turned into a cat? That when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, They are vulnerable in ways that they previously weren't. Whoa, mountain lion, there's no violence. Forgive me. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately will result in a full feline transition. Catified. So you're telling me I'm a werecat, and there are 2 distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist. My head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Cara. You're not looking so good. What? Have I started to change? I feel my head for eyes, for everything seems to be normal. I take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say, okay. So, now what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? More questions and answers ourselves. Okay, cool. What do I do now? It's a lack of overbreeding, if you ask me. All we really know is that we are no longer safe on this island. Elders who live within the danger zone are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. Nowhere else is safe either. Onwards and upwards, the werecat thing, catification, transition. It's a gradual process, okay. Sure. I guess I'll help. And now they left me for me to go find my superiors and see what's up. Message. I can't tell it's it's not from any of my contacts. Unknown number. Are you sure it is wise to trust everyone? Anyone? Who is this? There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in. Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone. I don't think time to think about that right now. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab. 10 minutes late. I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think traveling all exciting. I take punctuality very seriously. Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things. As long as you get the work done, I don't mind what hours you keep. So shall we get started? My goodness, what on earth happened to you? He's looking at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to catch myself. I'm afraid I led you astray last night. Not everyone can take a double malt. How's the head this morning? I decide it's easier to play along. A little bit fuzzy, but it won't affect my work, sir. I really oughtn't to drink spirits on an empty stomach. We have to get those hands sorted out, though. They look pretty nasty. For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tests around the lab to get the hang of things. The research, naturally I need your help around here. Make sure you spend time exploring the islands. Take the time to get to know the cats. There's plenty to see and do. However, you must be careful not to overwork. Take regular rests. That's the spirit, so there you are. Spend the rest of the day with the professor getting to know the various pieces of equipment in the lab work. Great. I'm learning so much. And I'm exhausted. And am I going to turn into a cat again? My instincts tell me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me, to gain their trust. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I can barely turn before I fall asleep. I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into the research lab? Perhaps a good start would get to know the cats better on a little one-to-one time. Achievement. What? No, I already have 4 hearts, so we can romance. Let's romance first, because that's what we're here for. Is the romance. Let's go with McMurphy. Cara, wake up. Quiet, Cara, come with me. I have something to show you, but you have to be quiet. Yes, it's me, but it's the middle of the night. Ah, Cara, you're not scared, are you? Why would I be scared? Creeping around in a forest in the middle of the night? Don't worry, Cara, I'll be there to protect you. McMurphy, you know very well that there's a force field around this island stopping anything from the outside getting in. Makes this a pretty safe place. Indeed. So the only things you have to worry about are the things that are already here. Seriously, Murph, if you're the worst here, then this is the safest place on Earth. So come on, Cara, what are you waiting for? I follow the scrawny cat into the forest. The ground is wet and muddy, and I lose my footing a couple of times. But McMurphy is too determined to notice. Suddenly, he stops dead in his tracks. Here we are. Where is here, McMurphy? He ignores my question and starts digging into some mud and leaves on the ground. Almost got it. Could use a hand, Cara, if you don't mind. Get these leaves out of the way. That's it. Here we are. Okay. You keep digging till there's a fairly deep hole. Ta-da! Ta-da! Can't you see it, Cara? I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I always forget how useless human eyes are in the dark. Just reach into the hole and take out whatever you find. I reluctantly reach into the burrow and feel something hard and cold against my hand. I wrap my fingers around it and pull it out. I know the shape, but my eyes can hardly process it. It's a bottle? That's right, Cara. This is my secret stash. No one knows about it. Not a soul. But I thought I'd share it with you. Tonight we could kind of have a welcome to the island party for 2. You drink alcohol? But you're a cat. It's no good for anybody's, but it does wonders for the soul, to be sure. Well, I suppose you're right there, McMurphy. I guess one little nip couldn't hurt. That's the spirit. I try in vain to get some of the mud off me before giving up, sitting down against a tree. A sodden McMurphy curls up in my lap. It takes a while to uncork the bottle. McMurphy keeps telling me to smash it open, and that the shards of glass will only add to the flavor. But eventually I succeed my way. Pour a little for McMurphy onto a leaf, and I self-consciously swig from the bottle, feeling a touch uncivilized. McMurphy, what in heaven's name is this? No, don't worry about that, Cara. It's not about the taste, it's about the company. I hardly think I'm the type of person you'd usually hang around with. Well, I usually hang around with cats, and they're not exactly what you'd call my type. I respond by widening my eyes as I take another swig from the bottle. Somehow it tastes less terrible the second time around. I find humans much more interesting. They usually have a lot to say, present company accepted. McMurphy winks at me with his huge green eyes, and I blush, trying desperately not to show how boring I feel compared to him. Don't take it harsh. I'm only joking, Cara. McMurphy, I've been meaning to ask you something for a while now. Anything, Cara. Ask away. I'd love for us to get to know each other better. This car thing. You know my name is. The rest of my sentence is drowned out by McMurphy's howls of laughter. You make me laugh, Cara. You really do. I know exactly what your name is, Chuggers. Cara is just it's like a pet name, you know? Cara means friend, buddy, amigo. It's something my mommy used to call people, and I guess it just stuck. It's one of the few things I remember about her, actually. That and her beautiful smile. Hey, flash me your pearly whites. I smile at McMurphy awkwardly. He bursts into fits of laughter again. That's a lovely smile, to be sure, but you need to grow into it yet. Could I have a top-up over here? I don't know if I feel more comfortable giving you more alcohol, McMurphy. Did you know that cats have 9 lives? And do you know what you want to waste them all on booze? And why not? Besides, the night is still young. And we've only just begun our conversation. Come on, Kara. We've got a lot of chin wagging to do yet. Are you going to or not? Part of me thinks I ought to be a responsible human here and cut off your alcohol supply, but I believe in a true democracy. Would you care to expand upon that? Perhaps pour the drinks as you do. A true democratic principle that none shall have power over the people. Cats, whatever. How inspirational. I'll toast to that. Alright, McMurphy, but on your head be it. Okay. For the rejection of authority comes the responsibility for bearing the consequences of your actions. I don't know how things work in cat, but in human terms you are very mature. Whatever, I like it, spoken like a true libertine. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I can shake my tail when I feel the vibe. I can't believe I just said that. This stuff is strong. My proverbial hat is off to you. Say, Kara, have you ever been in love? McMurphy, the second leaf has got straight to your head. The cat smiles slyly. I'm going to take that as a yes. Are you still with them? Well, I was never technically with them to begin with. Ouch! Well, it's definitely their loss. Oh, I don't think so, McMurphy. We never actually met. You're not saying you're one of those, internet stalker types, are you? Them catfish that kibbles those tails off. No, McMurphy, gosh. It was Bowie, okay? I was in love with David Bowie, you know? McMurphy frowns and shakes his furry head. See these eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years. You know? That's a charming song, but I'm afraid I have no idea what's going on anymore. Oh, come on, McMurphy, everyone knows who David Bowie is. Red hair, lots of makeup, one blue eye, one brown eye. Well, I did know one sweet soul with a blue eye and a brown eye, but I can assure you, they wouldn't be caught dead in makeup. Well, what about you, McMurphy? Who's the love of your life? Don't have one, Kara. Never have, never will. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a free agent. I'm a big old yeti out in the mountains, all hairy and smelly and alone. Well, for some reason, I find that very hard to believe, Mr. McMurphy. Fine, you're right. I'm a fool, a lovesick fool. I've had my heart broken more than once, Kara, and each time hurt more than the last, I tell ya. The thing is, though, Kara, I can't remember a thing about any of them. Any of what? I don't know. What were we talking about? David Bowie? Oh, that's right. So tell me how the two of you met. McMurphy, I think I'm drunk. What the hell have we been drinking? Leave me alone. I haven't touched a drop. I can't remember a thing. I look at my catalog. Whoa, is that really the time? Crikey! I need to get to work. So wait, so we basically just got drunk. Apparently the cat didn't drink anything. Alright, let's see what research does then. Oh, what is this? How to unlock. Unlocks after completing. Time to round out some rowdy kitties. Let's do it! It's a sunny afternoon. Most of the cats are lazing on the beach. Perfect. I've got everything. Feel a little sick, but I'll be right. I walk to the beach. Are you gonna come with me? The cat looks what? Come on then. Pick up the cat, carry to the crate. Alright. Ow, ow, no! I didn't wear long sleeves. I didn't capture any kitties. Any kitties. Alright. If we rest, so if you rested all of them, that was research. Okay, fine. Let's see what recon is. Recon 4. Let's talk to the security guard that we met. Alright, so we're just talking about the job, talking about the bouncer, security guard. Now sit next to Zane. Alright, he's not wearing a coat. Hey Zane, how are you? I don't get to chat much to humans on Research Assistant 125. He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh yes, I guess that's me. So what does the number stand for anywhere? You don't know. He asks monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle. No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. Which project would that be? This one. This whole research project that's going. Is there more than one? Depends who you ask. Alright, so I'm thinking that they lure these people to the island and they turn into cats and then they monitor them as cats. Because they're like, well, what happens post-cat transformation? It's safer sending mail the old-fashioned way. Oh, because cyber terrorists. Okay, fine. Not very tech-savvy. Anyone can open it. Not if I'm around. Alright. So you get ignored. You notice anything strange? His eyes locking straight onto mine, unwavering and hard. No, have you? Well, not exactly, but he's looking at me properly for the first time since we met. I've definitely captured his attention, but I'm too nervous to follow through. I'm just being silly. The lack of human company can get to me, gives me daft ideas. Such as, he's staring at me, as though he's trying to read my mind. Sometimes when I'm out tagging, I feel they're playing games on me. Like children, hide and seek, that kind of thing. Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us give them credit for. Now it's my turn to be intrigued. In what way? They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink. The moment, if there was one, is over. I decide maybe Zane isn't the best person. Alright, so we helped a little bit with our crossword, and now I'm definitely thinking that these kitty cats are formerly people. And I guess we have to rest, right? So we got 4.2. We got the most antidote from the first one, I think, from the romance. Let's see. Alright, let's, so we get 2 more chances at research, 2 more recon. So if we do recon again, what do we got? We completed recon 4, so let's do recon 10. A strange message in the middle of the island, in the middle of the night. Doesn't anyone on this... Oh yeah, let's see what that text message was about. Okay, so we get another message in the middle of the night. Again from unknown number. It says, come outside. Who dis? New phone. Come outside. Yeah, we're gonna go outside, see what's up. Put on clothes. There's nothing outside. Beeps. What's the message say? Walk to the edge of the forest. I'm not going anywhere. Going any further until you tell me who you are. Walk to the edge of the forest. No, walk to the edge of the forest. Alright. I walked, so basically I just keep texting you the same thing. We walk to the forest, follow the petals. Little orange petals, no turning back now. Hello? No answer. Louder this time. Hello, who is that? It's Floofy Butt. What? Who goes there? I need a voice for Floofy Butt. Major, is that you, Floofy Butt? I really wish you wouldn't call me that, human. What on earth do you think you're playing at? Cavorting around the forest in the dead of night, causing a ruckus. Oh, Major, you don't know how pleased I am to see you. I need your help. And this can't wait until a civilized hour? I'm afraid it can't. I'm not the one instigating this. I've been getting messages from an anonymous source asking me to follow them into the forest. Look, they've left this trail. Ah, Calenda Maritima. Marigolds, herb of the sun. They're said to represent creativity, though some believe them to be symbols of cruelty and grief. Your knowledge is always so impressive. But I have to say, on this occasion, it's not very comforting. Floofy Butt goes striding off with purpose. Come along then, Chungers. Are we going to follow this trail or not? I shuffle awkwardly behind him. Before the sun comes up, eh? We continue. I gotta sneeze. We continue on for a short while and notice that the pellets are getting more sparse. It's becoming difficult to see them until eventually they seem to run out and we find ourselves at a small clearing. Well, it appears somebody has been playing a joke on you, Chungers. I sadly agree. This has been nothing but a wild goose chase. Seems so, Major. Seems so, Major. Sorry for dragging you into this. Let's get back to our beds before we waste any more precious snooze time on this fool. I turn to Floofy Butt and notice that his back is arched and his fur is puffed, making him look even more floofy than usual. Something wrong, Major? You tell me, human. Does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you? Amongst a myriad rock piles, I notice a small, contrived-looking cairn. Floofy Butt's right. It looks far from natural. That looks to me like it's asking to be inspected, Major. Well, get to it, Chungers. You're the one with the thumbs. I begin to dismantle the small mound, rock by rock. It's not until the foundation stone is removed that we find a manila envelope. Major, look! It's a letter. Looks rather large for a letter, my dear. I think you ought to open it. Here, or back at the base? Having you got you this far, I think it's only fair that I have equal share of the spoils. Spoils? Yes, perhaps we should look right now, Major. Well, out with it. It looks like drawings. What sort of drawings? Quite old, antique even. But do they have value, human? Probably to someone. They appear to be sketches of people here on the island, but I don't recognize anyone. Why would someone lead me to these? Because they're trying to show you that everybody gets turned into a cat. That's what the mist does, that they lure you to this island, and then they turn you into a cat. And then they watch you, and they monitor you, and that's how, I don't know, they get more cats, how they get research money, I don't know. Definitely the case. Now we get a text that says, get some rest now, Chungers. Alright, fine. We'll go get rest in our tent, I guess. Damn it, Chungers, this is what's going on. Come on. Alright, that's 2 recons. Alright, so that gave us another 1% in the antidote. Jeez Louise. Alright, I need to chill. It's getting me real agitated. What? We got a broken heart with Snooty Booty. We can't go out with Snooty Booty? What's up with that? I mean, I guess we have to date McMurphy then. Give me no choice. I don't know how I broke Snooty Booty's heart. I'm sweltering in the mess tent, typical for me to get cook duty on the hottest day so far. Psst. I'm not really sure if I hear something or if it's dehydration getting to me. I take a swig from my water bottle. Hey, aren't you gonna share, Cara? Oh, McMurphy, was that you, Piston? What are you suggesting, Cara? I only use the designated litter areas. Murph, you are incorrigible. You know exactly what I meant. Come on, Cara. Never mind all that. We have work to do. I am working. I was supposed to be cooking for this evening. I mean work of adventuring variety. Oh, of course you do. Ah, come on. Don't be such a bore. I'm sorry, McMurphy, but I can't. I'm very busy here. It's going to take hours to defrost and braise this meat from the mainland. Well, if you come with me, I may end up providing a much tastier dish in half the time. What do you say, Cara? You up for some crack? What are you saying? You mean I should just bunk off? That's the spirit. Strip off your apron and let's hit the trail. But I can't just. What if someone comes looking for me? Leave him a note. Gone fishing. Maybe it's the heat, but I'm overcome with a moment of madness. Well, okay then, you wild Irish rover. I'm all yours. Ah, now there's a thought. Before I can answer, he's slunk into the thickening of the forest behind the clay cooking pits. I whip off my apron and follow behind. Oh, wait, Murph, it's too hot to run. Then we really ought to cool ourselves off, eh? Where are we cooling ourselves off? Ooh, we're going cliff jumping? So let me up to the cliffs, and without warning, takes a running jump off the edge. Oh no, Murphy, are you okay? Don't panic, I'm coming. I'm surprised at how shallow it is. I'm able to stand. What the heck? Why did you go cliff diving if it's that shallow? I look down into the clear water and see McMurphy speeding along the seabed like a shark, fast and sleek, and suddenly breaking up to the surface with something in his mouth. McMurphy, you can swim? What on earth is that thing? Oh my, it's a fish. Yeah, no shit, it's a fish. What else is be in the water? More cats? You can fish? He spits the fish back into the water. There's truly no end to my talents, Cara. You say that again, but I have so many questions, I don't even know where to start. Get your breath, Cara. I know I'm exhilarating company, but you need to exercise a little bit of restraint, or you'll be swooning on me next. Relax. The salt water is very buoyant. I copy McMurphy. We both lie on our backs. It's very nice. This is so cool. Trixie took me here first. Calls it the Thunder Pool. Oh, can you also then? I thought cats, before I finish, it's a common misconception that cats can't swim. As you can see, it's another thing we excel at. So humble, too. As Nana McMurphy used to say, if you have got a trumpet, blow it. What about the fish? Where did they come from? There are no birds or fish on this island. It's one of the first things they tell you in orientation. That's just because they don't know. Don't know what? It's better if I just show you. Come on, Cara. Follow me. Swim for a while, and then he stops. Well, notice anything interesting? Well, the water is much cooler and deeper here. Anything else? Can you feel anything? I stand perfectly still, and a strange sensation around my legs, like a warm trickling under the water. McMurphy, are you peeing? Don't be so crude, Cara. It's a current. Look over there. I refocus my eyes until they see what I thought was a rock shadow is moving. Comes closer to focus, and I realize it's a shoal of small fish darting in and out of one particular spot. What is that? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Isn't it enough to see, Cara? To experience? Do you always have to understand everything? Well, yes, that's my job. And who I am, McMurphy. I am a scientist. It's in my DNA to seek to understand. Come on then, scientist, let's take a closer look. We move closer to the area where the fish are gathered. I put my hand down and realize I can touch them and even pick them up, but something is stopping them from swimming further inland. McMurphy, we need to get going. I'm going to be in big trouble if I'm far away for any longer. But thank you for showing me this. I'm definitely going to come back here to try to understand it. I wouldn't waste your time, Cara. Wouldn't be a waste. I'm committing to find out all about. I meant coming back to this particular spot. The fishes won't be here. And different locations, it changes all the time. There's no pattern to it either. So you just be sticking pins in maps, Cara. I brought you here because I saw them this morning. Chances are they'll be gone by this afternoon. The disappointment must be apparent on my face because McMurphy switches lanes super fast to distract me. Okay, Cara, it's time to strip off. Huh? That t-shirt would make a lovely net. Let's go fishing. Oh, I see. I whip my top off and use a net to scoop as many fish as possible. It's quite effective. That Cara has music to my ears. There's a little more then. A gauntlet thrown. Well, it's hardly a gauntlet, more a brain teaser. How am I going to explain to the rest of my team the bountiful ocean offering? Why tell them anything at all? Because they're going to notice that we're eating something that wasn't on the delivery list or the menu rota, and it tastes way too fresh for something recently defrosted. You worry far too much about things that don't matter, Cara. I know he's right. You do with loosening up a little, but this is a pretty big dilemma, really. Maybe I ought to tell Professor Popper about this. What's the harm? Mac has stopped splashing around and looks me squarely in the eyes. There would be harm, Cara. Trust me on that. Obviously, I don't mean to tell him about you or anything that would endanger any of us. Just that I noticed the shoal of fishes, and I took some. End of. You really think that you could mention a phenomenon like this and that would be the end of it? That he wouldn't start putting all manner of investigations and disruptions in place? You are touchingly naive, my friend. I feel myself blush. I am being a bit naive, but I don't like the thought of lying. So what do you suggest then, if you know so much about everything? McMurphy lets out a while. Now let's, when I like to hear you impetuous devil you. Alright, so they have a water fight. It's a very simple case of brazen bluffing. Okay. Make a simple but delicious meal, and if anyone asks where the fish came from, shrug your shoulders and ask the same question. It's all in the poker face. You remain completely impassive and ask the same thing. Yeah, I wondered that too. Where did the fish come from? They're delicious. Really? Trust me, Kara. It's a cat who is forever risking one of his 9. The simpler you keep it, the more they buy it. If they ask you where you got it from, you tell them, fridge. Simple. I feel quite giddy at the prospect of getting away with a ruse. We have an abundance in no time, and I haul my catch back to the kitchen in good time to make a tasty meal for everyone and a little extra for my feline pals. Alright. Let's see. Let's get the last recon done. Because apparently I can't. Locked. What the heck? I need a gift from Floofy Butt, Trixie. Alright, we can't do any recons. Whack AF. Might as well do a research then. Still got 2 more of those. Get to organize samples. Alright. What happens if we hit the heart? What? Wait. So the heart brings out a cat teeth? What the heck? Alright, so the Sphinx cat all of a sudden showed up in our task and is inviting us to the beach to drink some coconut water. Very interesting. Don't be ridiculous. You can tinker about here at any time, but the sun will be gone in an hour or 2. It's my job. Alright, so what are we doing? Are we going to the beach? She broke a beaker. Great. Gotta clean up the broken glass. Is that all the research? That was it. Alright. That gave us quite a bit more antidote. We need to, let's rest up, get all our hearts back. So if we keep hitting the heart, I wonder if that unlocked the Sphinx now for us. Let's see. Let's go to the romance department. No. Still only have McMurphy. Why does Snooty Booty have a broken heart? I'm so confused by that. Let's do the last research then. Oh, once you know, I have more to do. I have not. What happens if I can't do another recon? That's why it didn't prompt me. So I guess we have to romance with McMurphy. Oh, he's all sparkles. So many sparkles. Alright, so what if we hit the heart with him? He's in the water. Okay, jump, Kara, jump. Sure, though, McMurphy. Okay. So we're in the water again. I tried hitting the heart. I don't know if it actually changed anything, because we're already on a date. Oh, we found a ship. I could see the name on the rear port side, and through faded and worn away parts, the words are unmistakable. Kitty's Desire. My head is swimming due to the excitement and lack of oxygen. I floundered to the surface to catch my breath. Kitty's Desire. I feel like I know that name. Murphy eventually bobs up to the surface. Surprised. A shipwreck here. This is a very old island, Kara. A lot has happened here. But how did a ship even get here before the path was made? Hey, don't ask me, Kara. I'm just in it for a grog. Alright, so he goes into the wreckage from the 18th to 19th century. And he wants you to enter the cabin. Hey, Kara, look. Hang on, let me catch my... He's already ducked into the next cell. How is he not out of breath? I realize his ability to swim underwater is unusually strong. In here, through the hole. He sounds really excited as I enter. I see why. There in the center of the cabin is a chest. The only thing preventing him falling and being buried in the treasure chest. Great. Go on and open it, Kara. Okay. What are you waiting for? The key? It doesn't need one. Oh, well, of course it does, Murph. It's a locked treasure chest. Can you not just break the lock? Who do you think I am? Houdini? I don't know about that, but alright, I don't know about that, but I do know you are a very clever scientist whose thirst for knowledge matches my thirst for grog. So get yours and I'll go get mine. We'll have to come back with some tools to tackle that lock, Murph. Another large ship. Ooh. One huge sea vessel finding its way to this island is strange enough, but two meeting the same unhappy fate? That's cray-cray. The proximity is a collision, perhaps? I wonder why Professor Popper didn't tell me about it. Obviously, he must be aware of the two vessels. When I'm satisfied that I've thoroughly combed the beach for specimens and salvage anything of interest, I realize I haven't seen McMurphy for a while. My heart stops, and the hairs on my neck stand on end. How could I have been so wrapped up in my work that I neglected to keep an eye on my friend? I'm met with silence and still water. I run back towards Kitty's Desire, my heart thumping in my chest. McMurphy! I jump in the sea and swim back to the stern of the ship. There doesn't seem to be any life around here. Where I catch sight of a shadow of my coil crawling along the seabed. I dive to get a better look, and I see instantly that it's the Irish cat, stalking and prowling as if he were on land. I quickly grab him by the scuff of the neck and drag him on shore. McMurphy, you loon, what on earth were you playing at? I catch my breath and check on him, but he's happily rolling on his back in the sand. Me? I was having a grand old time until your manhandled me with those big meaty paws of yours. Having a what? Calm down, Kara. You look like you're going to pop. I have been blessed with fantastic breathing apparatus. And you're worried about me. Ah, Kara, that's very touching indeed. I feel like a damsel in distress, rescued by a charming... I won't allow him to finish his sentence. You may think you're clever and funny, but let me assure you that no one else here is laughing. I wasn't drinking while I was swimming. That would be impossible. I know. I tried. The more cross I am, it seems, the more amusing McMurphy finds it. You may not realize it, mister, but I have a duty of care towards you, all of you cats. So if something happens to me, you're afraid or you'll get in trouble. Oh, and there was me thinking you care for me because you like me. Stop being so manipulative. You know how much I care for you. Of course I do. But you can be very tricky too, you know. Shall we open this? He's reached over to a bottle of grog he's taken from the rack. You look like you could use something to take the edge off. No, McMurphy, I don't want any of that. Thank you very much. So, what is it you do want, Kara? He flashes me a raffish grin. I want you to stop being quite so reckless. You'll give me a heart attack. Well, much as your heart is of considerable concern to me, Kara, I'm afraid I can't promise. stop being what I am? It's like asking the wind to stop blowing. The wind does stop blowing sometimes. Lets out a long laugh. You really are a scientist, Kara. Nothing will ever change that day. I understand what he's saying. I need him, allow him to do his own thing. Come on then, let's start heading back. Actually, Kara, you go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later. He winks and in no doubt as to what he wants to do for the rest of the day.